Hey gang, AV here. Welcome to my review of the Boss Fight Studios Vitruvian Hacks Roma Collectibles exclusive Gazoge, the Asperity Warlock. I swear to God, I'm laughing right now because this is the 6th time I've tried to make this video. I swear to God, this figure is cursed. Every time I sit down to try to make my video, and I got the camera rolling, and I'm rolling, and everything's going fine, something happens. Like just now, I got a phone call. Before that, I had an alarm going off, and there's something else going on in the house. I mean, it's just craziness. So, anyhow, this is take 6 of this review. Here he is in the packaging. It's traditional Boss Fight Studio packaging, collector friendly. You can open it up, take it out, put it back in, all that good stuff. I will say that the Roma Collectibles sticker right up there that you see, it is just that. It's a sticker on the outside of the plastic. It's not on the card itself. It's not printed on the card itself. Probably because we are getting another version of Gazoge through Boss Fight Studios. And they're probably going to reuse the same card. As a matter of fact, the product shot on the back of this card is the Boss Fight Studio version. So that makes perfect sense that that's going to happen. Anyway, this particular version of this figure has red highlights like the skull, the flames, the orb on his scepter and whatnot. The Boss Fight Studio version, as you can see right there, will have blue. So he's going to have a blue dragon, skull, flames, and orb on his scepter. The only difference is for this guy is he's got a silver dragon, which I should show you right here in a second. Everything else is red. Here is his bio card. I'm still out of sorts. I can't tell you how many 6 times I've done this review. Oh God, just bear with me. I can't wait to just get this done. All right, so there's this file card. I love these file cards. If you'd like to read it, feel free to pause the video and do so now. Alright, there's the QR code. If you'd like to go to the Boss Fight store, check out, see what they have, feel free to scan that. It'll take you right there. And that's about it for the packaging. As you no doubt figured out, I got 2. I already have one opened. I took him out of the packaging during the first review, and he's been laying here ever since. So, anyway, let's go over his accessories. Try to blow through this as fast as I can before something else happens. This is his staff with the perch for the dragon. It comes in 2 pieces. I've assembled it and disassembled it several times already. I do recommend that you hold on to the perch and press firmly on the perch itself, not the dragon, because the dragon's legs are kind of flimsy and you don't want to bend or warp them. But anyway, it's a silver dragon, the same exact sculpt that we got with the Dragon Harvester figure. The only paint detail on this dragon is its eyes, which are red. It's such a tiny, tiny little detail, but very cool. I'm glad they did it. Staff is gold and black. Very cool. Stick that right there. Here is his scepter, which is gold, black handle, and red orb. Love the molded detail on this. Very good sculpting there. One of the highlights for this set for a lot of people is the spell book. I love the spell books in this line. I really genuinely do. And I get excited every time a figure comes out with a new one. I'm looking forward to making my own customs of these things too. I've got a couple laying around from the accessory packs that I've bought. But anyhow, this is an awesome spell book with some nice little demonic things printed in there. this is actually Roma spelled in Latin, in honor of Roma Collectibles. So that is that's a nice little Easter egg. The back of the book is black with gold accents. Same as the closed version of the book. So this is, I believe, the first time we've gotten a Magic user in the line that actually came with two versions of the same book, open and closed. Usually they have different books. But anyhow, here's a closed version. This cannot be opened, in case you were curious. It does have a port peg here attached to the chain, so you can peg it onto his belt. Unfortunately, this particular figure does not have any port holes that accommodate this. That is unfortunate. I would have loved to have him holding his weapons, but have his spellbook handy, just hanging off of his belt. But if you can't do that with this figure, unfortunately. One thing I did forget to mention about the spellbook is it has this red ribbon, and molded into the red ribbon you have that little peg there, which works with this little flame effect that he comes with. It just pegs right in there. You can have the figure holding the spell book and pretend like it's casting a spell, and the flames are coming right off the page. Very nice touch. I love that. He also comes with this sword. I do believe that this is the same exact sword that we got with the Dragon Harvester as well. This just has a different paint scheme on it. Looks really good in this color scheme too. It was painted up to look like bone with the original figure, the Dragon Harvester, but this one looks like a very aged steel, like a very gnarly knife. It's very cool. I do like this quite a bit. He comes with his traditional figure stand, as all other boss fight figures do. 2-foot pegs on it. It's pretty sturdy. They do work pretty well, despite the fact that they are not shaped traditionally. It's actually in the shape of the boss fight logo. It's just about all the figures, I believe, come with black too, except for the blanks and stuff that you would order. He has two different alternate heads, both of which I do believe are repaints of the Naga figures' heads. I know for sure that this one is, and I believe this one is the younger version as well. Really good use of these molds. They're definitely getting their money's worth out of these sculpts. It's very good. He comes with this peg. This is a torso peg to help attach the torso to the legs. I did some research online, and apparently this is so you can swap it out with the one currently on the figure to help him fit older figures a little bit better, because they actually modified the connection point on most of the legs. So if you have an older figure and you wanted to use the top of this one for a custom with the older style legs, you'd swap out the ball joint to make it work a little bit better. He comes with two alternate hands. Normally I would talk about these during the articulation segment of my review. However, they screwed up with mine. I haven't not opened the other version of my figure yet to see if it's with all of them the same issue, but they gave me both of these are left hands, and all three of the left hands I have for this character have the same exact articulation, which allows them to pivot their hands up and down. This one's really stiff. I can't get that one to work, but there you go. You can bend it up and down. Wow, that's stiff too. I haven't used. Oh well, take my word for it. The hinges to bend up and down. Okay, almost done. Almost there. Here's this hood. The hood actually fits pretty well on this character. Sometimes it has issues. It doesn't fit properly, but it actually fits flawlessly on this guy. I'm very impressed. Maybe it's because of the skull head. I don't know. But it looks very natural on him. Very cool. And here, let's have a look at the whole figure himself. while I've got him in hand. The black and the red with the very, very aged steel silver really, really look fantastic on this guy. And the slight color pops on his belt really look good too. I especially like the painted runes on his outfit as well. Excellent, excellent touch. I'm gonna take this off here so I can get through the articulation point segment of this review. His head is on a barbell joint, which allows him to rotate 360 degrees. He can look down quite a ways. He can look up pretty decently too. He can tilt his head from side to side. And he's got a little wiggle room forward and back, but not much. His arms are going to be hindered by this thing, but they can do a full 360. They can go up about this high. He has nothing at the bicep. His elbows can do a full 90 degrees, and they can rotate 360 degrees at the peg. His wrists can do a full 360 at the peg. And like I had mentioned earlier, all three hands that this particular version of the figure comes with, that my version of the figure come with, have the same articulation. I should open up the second one to see if the other figure I have has the same issue. I'll do some homework and I'll put my my findings in the comments or for this review so that you guys are well aware. He has that ball joint I showed you earlier for his midsection here. Allows him to do a full 360 as well as have quite a lot of wiggle room up there. He also, as part of his construction, has a rotation joint right at his waist. It's kind of hard to get to because of his belt, but trust me, it's there, so you can twist his whole waist side to side. His legs can go out about that far. He can stick his legs up about that high. Not back hardly at all. He can do double jointed knees, get his heel back about that far. His ankles or his feet can do a full 360 at the peg, and they pivot down as well as up. So really good articulation on this guy. He's a little hindered because of his outfit. I will say with his alternate hands, he has like one armored hand here and a gloved hand here. One of the alternate hands he came with was an additional left-handed armored hand, if you like that look better. Really like this guy, the way he looks. He just, mine's just cursed, that's all. I swear to God, gang, this is my 6th try to review this guy. I'm trying to get done as fast as I can. Let's do size comparison and then we'll call it a day. Huh? Alright, stand up for me, please. Alright, so here he is next to a vintage G.I. Joe figure, Snake Eyes. So you can see he's the boss fight figure is 4 inches tall, whereas the classic figures are 3.75. Modern Star Wars figures are also 3.75. So he towers over him as well. Here he is next to a more modern G.I. Joe figure, Cobra Trooper. As you can see, he's a lot closer in height to him. Here he is next to a Marvel Universe Captain America. They scale very well together. Here he is next to 2 Fortnite figures. This one is Inferno, who I've recently reviewed, who's a little on the short side. And then you have the AIM robot, who's a little on the tall side. He's going to fit in with your 3 3/4 inch collection. He's an awesome looking figure. I do highly recommend him. I do know that scalper prices are already in effect on eBay as I film this. Try to you know, make sure you get a decent deal on this guy if you're trying to hunt him down after the fact. He did sell out very quickly in a matter of hours. There were 500 available through Roma Collectibles, and there are only going to be 500 available through Boss Fight 2, I believe. So make sure you're in there early to get your Boss Fight version if you missed out on this guy. Anyhow, this has been AV. If you like this video, check out my channel. If you like what you see there, then please subscribe. As always, thanks for watching. I think I made it. Whew.